Hi everyone, welcome to Hilltop View Journals. Today it's going to be a craft with me video because I am preparing this journal, which is going to be a swap in Rach and Bella Crafts' retreat in Abergavenny in Wales, and it's at a farm called Warrenacwm, and it is the most beautiful location. But I did have a lot of little bits and pieces to sort in this journal before it's ready to give. I've still got a letter to write and I still have some packaging to sort as well, so I'm not quite there, but I just thought it would be nice for us to have a little craft with me session today while I finish this journal off. I'll tell you a little bit about the retreat, and at the end there's some photos as well, so if you're on the fence about joining one or even joining us at one of Rach and Bella Crafts' retreat, then I'm hoping that I will go some way in convincing you that is the best thing that you'll ever do. So please do join me for the video and a lovely chat. Let's start with a quick flip through of how my swap journal is looking to date. So this started off as just a series of single signatures, so just a group of pages folded together, and I loosely followed a tutorial by Amity Bloom, so I will try to remember to link that in the description box. And what I did then was create these 3 signature covers, glued them together, and that created the main binding of the journal. And then inside the signatures, those are bound separately, and I'm going to leave them loose because I want the person who gets this journal to be able to add pages to it, do things to it, whatever they want. Okay, so this is the front cover, and that's going to need an eyelet in it and something to tie it so that I can tie it to the back, so then this will be closed, because this is going to get quite gate to mouth, I should think, by the time I finish stuffing stuff in there. So this is the inside cover. Then we've got this little envelope, and I need to put something on the end of this so that it looks pretty. And then that just opens up into a little notebook. So that's that. And it's attached as a paperclip, a hidden paperclip there. So I'll just loosely put this back. Okay, that's enough. Okay, so something can be tucked under there. Then we've got some book pages. I've just made a large tab there, lots of lace and things, some tea-dyed paper. Then I've used all different types of kits from different artists. So this is a plain tag, and I'm going to leave that plain for the person to decorate, the recipient. And again, we've got some very plain elements here. This tag has got one of my little clusters on, but I haven't done anything to the back. Sorry, anything to the top, and then that's the back. So again, I'm going to leave that as is. Little flip over. That's that page with another tab on it. And nice pretty lace. And that is the back cover then of the first signature. And we've got some more plain tags that somebody can play with. This is the front, no, that's the back, that's right. So something can go there. And then this is the front of the next signature, and there's a tuck spot there, so I can put something on there, and I obviously want to put something there as well. This is a finish tag, so it's got a belly band on it with some ephemera. You can write on the back. You can see what I've put on the black, and I like that, so I'm leaving it as it is, but the person who gets this can change it. And then here we've just got just a simple piece of ephemera to add in. That could be stuck somewhere In fact, I might pop that somewhere, like I may put that as a pocket actually. So I think I'll keep that one out and use it. Okay, we've got some ripped paper. Then here's another sort of triple pocket with some ephemera in there, and another plain tag. We've got another pocket, more of my half finished tags. Oh, I love that. I love that rose so much. Big pocket with another pocket and some ephemera. Definitely need something to go in there. And you can see here I've aged this in the oven. I don't do that very often, one because it's very dangerous, and two because I find it makes the paper brittle. Love this page. That's a digital kit, and then there's a little tuck there, and that's a cluster that I made. And here, this was actually a front of a journal, like a journal cover, and I didn't like it as a journal cover, so I've repurposed it into a large tag. So that's fine. We've got some pretty lace there, and then that's the back of the second signature. And then this is the front of the last signature, and I've made it into a large pocket. And again, I've got some of my unfinished tags there. And I know that the recipient this is going to will be able to create in this journal because they are a junk journaler just like me. So I'm not worried that they're not going to know what to do, because they will. And we've got sort of like a pocket tag there with just some ephemera, some journaling cards. You can journal on the back there. Not that much room in here to journal. Some sewing paper, another page, another large tag. Could pop a few things in there. I need another tag to go in there. Lovely French paper. And then here is another pocket tag. I love these pocket tags. And that one's finished, so I'm happy with that. I mean, I probably need to just age that a little bit. More paper. Some journaling space. And we're coming towards the end now. So this is another tag which has been finished. Trying to get it off. You could still journal over that, but it's kind of like a double-sided tag. More paper. Love that print. And we've got some plain paper here to journal on, and then I've got another one of my tags there. And it's a double-sided tag. I like double-sided tags. This is the back, and then it's a solid back cover. And I reused one of my birthday cards, and I'm not too pleased at the way it's sort of, you can see there, but I'm going to leave it because the person that gets this, they can always decorate the back if they so wish. So where are we going to start? Well, I know I've got to do a closure, but that's one of the things I dread doing. So I'm going to leave that for a second. I need to start doing something that is going to get me in the momentum to get this finished. And what I want to do is create just a simple little set of ribbons on the side there. I'm just going to go to my goodie tray here to see if I've got a bulb, clip, or bin, a pin I should say. Yep, I got two there, so that's great, 2 for 1. So I might use the gold, I don't know, or the pink, not too sure. So I've got some nice lace and trims and things. And I wasn't quite sure whether to use some of these dark ones. I think they may be a little bit too dark. It might be better just to keep this really neutral. Got a little bit of blue there, a bit more blue. I think blue will go. Definitely want to use all the white and cream. And I was going to cut this as well, if I can cut it carefully. I can use part of it. So I don't think I want to, I don't know whether I want to use the pink. I think it's either pink or blue. I think it's one or the other. I think I can use that light pink, that light blue for sure. And I think these have sort of got to go so that you can see each layer, but then the layers are kind of the same. They're the same size. They're quite big pieces. I haven't got very thin pieces of lace, and you got to work with what you've got. So that's what I'm trying to do. Work with what I got. I think that's pretty. So I think I'll use a gold, and all I'm going to do is just start feeding these on to the bubble pin. And whilst I'm doing this, I can talk about the retreat. So it's a 4-day retreat with Rachel Umbrella Crafts, and it's near a town called Abergavenny, which is the heads of the valleys in sort of South Wales-ish, I think you'd call it. And it's in a little village. It's really quite remote. And it used to be a farm. And then they've got about 5 buildings that they've refurbished. And it is just, absolutely stunning. So I'm not the kind of person that would think about going to a posh hotel or something, hotels. I don't really like hotels. But each of the buildings are so tastefully refurbished, and they're all thematic. They've kept the beauty of the farm, so they're still quite rustic. But at the same time, it's just sheer luxury. Each room has got its own theme. So each bedroom has its own theme. And some of the bedrooms will sleep 3 or 4, some are 2, some are single beds. And it's like four houses which are refurbished, and then there's a massive barn which is refurbished with vented ceilings, or vaulted ceilings, I should say. Massive, beautiful log fire. And then tables for us all to craft on. We've got our own kitchen in there. Each house has got a really large, fully functioning kitchen, so we can all do self-catering. Although Rachel puts on a lovely lunch for us every day. I'm actually staying in a converted vintage camper van. And it sounded like a good idea at the time, but with the heat the way it is at the minute, I think I'm going to cook in there like a sardine. But anyway, I'm not worried. I'll just sleep outside if I'm used to roughing it with camping. So I think that's quite nice. I think it just adds something. And for this, the person that keeps this, they don't have to keep that on there. They could just use this as decoration. So it serves 2 purposes, really. And what I need to do now is the closure. And I've got to try and remember what I've told you about the retreat as well. This will be the 6th retreat that I have been to with Rachel Umbrella Crafts, and the 4th one at Wern y Cwm farm. That's what it's called, Wern y Cwm. And of course, I will leave a link in the description box. And at the end of the video, I will leave some photographs of past trips there so that you can see. So if you're on the fence about coming to a retreat, I couldn't recommend it enough. And the people that I've met through these retreats are, well, they will be lifelong friends. Friends that I keep in touch with more than I keep in touch with any other people in my life. And when we all catch up, it's just like one massive 2-hour-long hugging session of everybody just so happy to see one another and know that everybody's okay. We've had tragedy in the group that we've all tried to support our friends through, and it's just such a lovely, just a lovely group of people. And you know, I'm not a people person at all. I mean, I'm totally exhausted after these retreats because it's just such a sociable thing, and I'm not sociable in any way. I don't enjoy being sociable. I quite like being on my own. That's just the way I am. So yeah, so it's something I struggle with quite a bit, but I know I will have an absolute amazing time. So it's worth being totally shattered for ages after coming back. So I'm just thinking now where the best place to put the back one. And it might be that I don't put one on the back. So what I might do is just put one on the front and then tie it round. So when we go there on Monday, we're all meeting about 1 o'clock. And we're bringing a packed lunch. So we'll have lunch in the grounds, and there's a lake you can swim in. There's gorgeous gardens. There's a hot tub. There is a sauna. And it's a proper, you know, a proper retreat, like a wellness retreat. Absolutely stunning. So we're going to all bring a packed lunch and meet early. And then, probably by about 2-ish, we'll all be unpacked. Now, nobody ever unpacks their clothes or anything. We go straight to the barn and we unpack our craft stuff and we start crafting. And then we pretty much stay there until we drop, day and night, until we go home on Thursday. That is what happens, and it's just so funny. And we've had people like Kerry the Crafter come. We've had Angela Kerr. She's been a couple of times, which has been brilliant. And we have workshops there every day. I've taught a couple of workshops. Rachel teaches workshops. Her mum teaches workshops. Angela's done workshops. You learn all different skills. And yeah, it's just such a lovely, it's lovely. Can't recommend it enough. Okay, so I have got my little tassels. And I've made a mess here with that bit of sari silk. And then I've got this really simple closure of sari silk. And it'll go around several times. And again, I've kind of made this in mind that it can come apart and you can do different things with it, because I know it's going to someone that's going to be more talented than me. So, yeah. I wouldn't mind actually trying to fit another piece in there if I can. So I might try and do that now, because I quite like the idea of having 2 pieces. That's the only thing with this sari silk, is it is very feathery, I think, I'd like to say. I can use this though, so I will keep it, obviously. Okay, so let's see. Might be a bit of a jobby to get this in, but we'll give it a go. So I'd love to know if you've ever been to something like this, like a crafting retreat, and what you thought about it. And did you go back? What did you do there? And also I will be meeting people that are on Rachel's design team. There'll be the admin ladies from the Facebook group there. Not all of them, but some of them. So that'd be great to catch up with them. Okay, so I've got 2 in there. I think I can get away with these bulky pieces here because it's going to stick out no matter what I do. So what I can do now is I can send this both ways, and hopefully I'm going to trim all these up because it's going to drive me insane. And then I can do a lovely bow. Okay, something very simple. And what I wanted to do next was finish off the front. So somewhere hiding on my desk, oh yes, here it is. So I've got this, and what I was thinking of doing was just making a bit of room there and having that as a topper. Because this then can be a little journal as well. So that's what I wanted to do. And I want to just do a little bit of a decorating job on the front of it. So this is something I made following one of Rachel's tutorials, and it was the kit, I'm sure it was a freebie kit. It's a couple of years ago now though, I really can't remember. And what I was thinking of doing was, because I want to cover this mom there because, you know, I don't know who this is going to, so it doesn't really suit. So I was going to make a pocket there, and then I was going to just add a couple of little tippets in there, and make it interesting. And I don't know what kind of goes with it is the problem. But I've got lots of things here. I may be able to use. No, I think I need to keep to the what I'm trying. I love that black, but I don't think it goes with it, unfortunately, otherwise I'd use it. So I've got these little things. But I did think that would look better with it because of the background. The background's sort of more vintagey. So I think that's fine, actually. I think that will be just fine. And I've got here, that's attached, so I can't use that, but I could use that. So we could ink that. And let's make the pocket. So I'm going to put a bit of glue there. And then you've got a simple little journal. So if I just show you the journal. It was so long ago since I made this. So there's pretty belly bands. Lots of space for journaling. Some book pages, pockets. I can maybe add a couple of things in here. Where did I see that pocket now? I've just lost the pocket. Pop that in there. So people can add little mementos and things in here. And that's another spot there. So it's a really simple journal. Flip there. It's nice looking back at things that I've made. Upside down. Great printing. So there we are. Now that is that little journal. So I like that. Okay, great. So that's that. So I don't want to spend too much time finishing this off because I've done quite a bit of work on it anyway. And I do have a habit of overdoing things. So I'm going to keep it simple. Now, in here, I wanted to pop that. So this is just a simple card. You could put some tea-dyed paper on there. So that can go in there, like that. I think it goes nicely with this paper. And we've got a plain card there, that's fine. So these just need, that just needs a little bit of aging. And I think I need some pink ephemera to go in there as well. So I've got some just some small pieces to the side of me here. So I'll pop that there. And we've got a nice bit of pink there. That's cool. That's fine as it is. And I do think I need something there. So I've got this that can act as a pocket. And you can do a hidden journaling spot, but I think it's a bit odd like that. So if I do it like that, then you can open it out. So I think that is better. And have I got another one of these? Maybe not. Okay, so I'm going to just glue it on two sides. So it's a bit more like a tuck spot rather than a pocket. So it's just a sheet of paper, and on the end then I've just folded it down either side and stitched it. And you could always clip it in place as well. And I just need to find then a suitable, well, I've got this lovely envelope there, which I can pop in. Just making sure that it's glued. And yeah, I haven't glued that bit there, so it's easy to get things in and out. Have I got anything else here? Oh, I tell you what might be better than that is this just sheet of, it's a digital kit that I've cut and aged, and then it's a journaling spot there. That would be better actually. Just put that in there like that. I think I need something thinner than that envelope. So let's put one of these one of these tags, I think. Here we go. Just like that. And then that flips there like that as well. You could even put some paper in there and make it into like a, what should we say, like a little notebook. Right, here I need something on the pocket, and I've got this that's waiting to go on, and it's just a cluster, and it's also a tab that I could slip under there like that. Okay, so I can glue this in place. So last year was the first year that in the retreat that the wild swimming lake was opened, and myself and Jez from Nigeza Creates, my crafting twin, and Rachel, we braved the cold water, and there is a video circulating of me getting into the lake, screaming absolute blue murders. I absolutely froze. Everybody thought it was hilarious. I did not. I did not find it hilarious at all. But the video is very funny. Rachel just breezed in and swam the whole length. Was fine. Jez didn't get very far, but she didn't scream like a baby like I did. So that'll be interesting when we go this year, because I'm going to try and go again into the lake, but the weather's supposed to be really hot, so I'm hoping that it won't be so hot. And I would like to put something there, and I'll probably put something on the other one as well. So I'm just going to staple that in place. Now then, what colour staples have I got? Oh, I got pink staples in here. Amazing. So let's use the pink staple. Ah, perfect. Let's go back to the one in here, wherever it is. Where did I pop them in? There we are. Let's do that one as well. There's also a masseur that comes and does a proper massage. So quite a few of the ladies go and get that done as well. Yeah, perfect. Okay. So we've got a pretty tag there. More goodies there. Undone tags there, or unfinished I should say. These need another tag and definitely a little bit of inking up. And I suppose this is the time for everyone to be going on holiday, so I'd love to know what everyone is doing. Where are you going? Who are you going with? So we've got 5 dogs. So my husband and I, we don't usually go anywhere together. He goes off with his dog friends, and my best friend usually drags me off somewhere. Usually involves music or comedy. And yeah, we sort of stay away for a couple of days. We'll go to places like Birmingham or Manchester or London and just have a couple of days away. I think I would like to add something like that there. So yeah, we don't holiday together. Not for a long time anyway, but it's okay. I'll pop it on there, I think. Hope that it sticks in place. Haven't been bored for a number of years now. It's not something that appeals to me anymore. Got a bit of glue on the page there, so I'm going to get my eraser. It's just the hassle of the plane and travelling, and yeah. If I'm going to go away, I like it to be a simple experience. So that doesn't need anything doing to it. I'm going to leave those as is. These just need a little bit of distressing, I think. So I hope this sort of craft with me video is okay. I know I don't do them very often. Usually I've got something that is like a start and finish tutorial kind of thing. But I thought, as I'm preparing for the retreat, that it just might be nice to have a chat about attending a retreat and what it's like, especially what it's like with Rachel. And we've got Penny Dinterman. She's travelling from the USA. I cannot remember where she's travelling from, but when I get to the retreat I will ask her and you can meet her. I will try and film the retreat while I'm there. I'm going to take some crafting with me. I'm actually going to take my daily spread journals with me to finish. So I'm hoping that I can try and find a quiet corner to record. If I can, I will. And of course I shall share some photos of the event as well. And if anybody wants to ask me any questions about what it's like, please do. I'd be happy to answer them. Okay, so that's everything in there that is actually in there. So I'm just going to go ahead now and add some more ephemera, and I don't think I'll make anything specific. I've got plenty of things here that I can include, and I've obviously got a pack. There's so many things to do. So let's just see where else I can pop some goodies in. I've got some clips here, I'm sure, some paper clips. So you've obviously got to stuff things, haven't you? The things that are sitting on my desk, so why not use them, isn't it? Just a little bit of my watercolours there. Oh, actually, I think that might look nicer there. So again, this is just a piece of paper, just like a journaling card. That's nice, isn't it, with the blue? No, I don't want to stick that down because it's got yeah, it's double-sided. So, you know, you could embellish all these pockets and things, and I'm sure the person that receives this will spend time doing that. There we go. So there's lots of space to play. That's begging for something as well, isn't it? What did I do? And I've still got that too. Okay, let's glue this down. We'll make it into a tuck spot. Ugh. Honestly, what else have I got here? That's going to have to do. That was a bit silly of me. There, that's where I wanted to put the pocket, wasn't it? Right, so I've got this, so that can go there. But it's going to be a struggle to glue it in. It's going to have to be the glue gun. Oh, it's run out. I think that's the problem with these glue guns, is the battery eventually they do start to fail. Okay, I think that's securely in place. And that's it. So let's pop the front on. Oh, I did want to put some dangles on this as well. Let's go and dig those out. Okay, so I've just got a little bit of bling here. Of course, all this adds bulk, but as junk journalers, we love to overdo it, I would suggest. So, with the swap, we have no idea who's going to get our journals. And there's two types of swaps. There's a fabric journal and a paper journal, because you've got some really keen stitch and bitch ladies, as I like to call them. They're not bitchy at all, but yeah, I'm jealous more than anything, so that's why I call them that. And they tend to stick together as well. And Bella, she is in that clan. So those ladies will be in a little group swapping fabric journals, and then the rest of us then will be swapping paper journals. Ooh. So I will receive a paper journal, but I have no idea whose paper journal I'm going to get. It's quite exciting, isn't it? And Rachel gave us a little bit of a bit of a guide of like the size and the pages. I totally ignored it, of course, as I do. And I wanted to use one of my unfinished projects that I've got. So that's what I've done. So that makes it great for me, because it means that there's something that's been stuck in a box is actually going to find a forever home and a lovely place to live. And I know that it'll be cherished. And, you know, if somebody receives it and it's really not their thing, then it's fine, because they can either re-gift it if they wanted to, or they can pull it apart and make it something different. I wouldn't mind one bit. So there we go. A little bit of bling. Oh, she's a chunky monkey. And that goes on the top. And let's try and do it like that. And I've actually got to package this up as well, and I have no clue how I'm going to package this, so that's the next thing I've got to do. I think I'll leave that nice and big. But you could probably double it anyway. So that's it. Woof. It's a big one. I found another little cluster there, so I've added that to the front. And of course, now it's perfect. So, yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll tie this around like that, and that around there like that. And hopefully they will meet somewhere in the middle. And tie together like this, I think. There we go. So there we are. And so if you're on the fence about attending a craft retreat in your area, then I would 100% recommend you going. You will always meet a bunch of wonderful people, and I'm sure, just like me, they will become lifelong friends. And it can be intimidating and a bit of a scary thing to do, but once you've done it, you'll be hooked. So I really do hope you'll consider doing something sociable like that, because I think we do need that tactile environment where we are with people, because this can be quite an isolating pastime, just watching videos and, you know, doing things on your own. Sometimes you just got to get out there and meet people. So I hope you enjoyed this craft with me video and you've crafted along as well. And I will roll some photos now of the retreat, and also please do leave some comments about this journal, what you thought about it, and whether you'd like to join us at the retreat next year. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.
It's nothing new, but it's so good to see you. We do this every day, and I'm still so amazed by you. So hold me tight through the night. Just us two, me and you. Oh, oh, I can't believe you love me. Oh, oh, I just feel so lucky. Oh, oh, still can't believe you love me. Never ends. Let's be more than friends, yeah. You know I'm here to stay every single day, yeah. So hold me tight through the night. Just us two, me and you. Oh, oh, oh,
wish you feel